I picked up some more cacti last weekend, of all places, at an antique and collectible fair, but they're not in too bad a shape, most of them actually. There's a couple of little pups on that one you can see there, coming along, one right down the bottom. That one's not too bad, it hasn't been planted too deeply. There's a new pup starting just there too. That one's in not too bad a condition. I'm not going to touch that one today. This is another one. It's planted a little bit too deep, I would think. Only just with the soil holding, it's not too bad. Another one looking very healthy with a decent sized pup on the side of it and a little weed down there. That pot is too big for it in actual fact. They should be in smaller pots, both of those. But the two that I'm going to do today, this little guy here with these lovely hairs on him and this other one over here, have both been planted too deeply and they've been too wet. You can see that by the discoloration on the bottom of the plant. So I'm going to clean them out today and we'll pot them up properly and hopefully they'll live a long happy life in it. I'm just loosening the soil in around it at the moment. I'll see whether one of my gloves will allow me to grab this cactus or not. A little pup starting there and another one just starting there. You can see the roots are pretty wet and we don't want that. They don't want it either. Alright, I'll put this into a new pot and I'll keep the bottom of the plant just above the soil line. Fill the soil in around the plant, tap it down. We'll give it a slight watering once this is finished, not very much. And I don't actually need a glove. I can hold this cacti by itself like so. Get it cleaned up a little bit. Tap it down. There we go. As you can see, there's a little pup starting there and another one starting there. So that will live a much happier life like that. Much happier. Alright, so that's the first one. Look at the side, that's a 4 or 5 inch pot that's in. Way too big, flopping around the breeze. I'll remove that. And there we go. Well, you can see the small amount of roots that's got relative to that huge pot it was in. So very wet and soggy. Probably rotted most of the roots out, I would say. Get rid of that. Run round, have a look at the bottom. Yeah, no pups on that little guy yet, but we'll certainly make life easier for him once we get rid of all that wet soil that's living in. Right, I'll pot that up. Some over on the other side, making sure that the bottom of the cactus isn't buried like it was before. Then just work our way round, tapping the soil down. And that guy's a little bit loose at the moment because he had very few roots on him. Anyway, there he is. He's been repotted. So I'll put those over there and I'll come back and do these other ones at a later stage, but they are okay. They're not in too bad a condition. Because this is how we're going to transfer the seeds. I'll get a little bit of water up the top first, then I'll squeeze it, put it over the seeds, and we'll draw some seeds up and I'll squirt them out on the top of the media. Don't let the seeds go all the way up,